So now that we're paying attention, I experience people saying to me that white supremacy isn't real. And that's just wrong. My name's Reverend Rachel Baughman, and I'm the senior pastor at Oak Lawn United Methodist Church. I'm also the chair of a group called Faith Forward Dallas, an interfaith group of people who work together to work for compassion and justice in the city of Dallas. This is our breaking point. This is all that we can take. I've been a pastor in Dallas long enough to feel like this is a broken record. Like we keep encountering this over and over. Really, the answer is the horse is out of the barn. We've called for calm, we've called for peace too many times. And that's not the story this time. It's not where we are. It's not what this calls for. The first time I witnessed racial discrimination wasn't until I was probably in older elementary school. Most of my childhood, I lived in places where I didn't encounter racial discrimination because I didn't encounter people of other races. A friend of mine from school was killed in a pretty horrific way. It was something that I think today would be headline news, but it wasn't really even talked about. And it was just pushed under the rug. And I didn't understand it. I didn't know what it was about. I don't remember us really talking about it having to do with race, but more the fact that it was horrific. But the truth is that it was about race. But it breaks my heart every day that I didn't know better, that I didn't do more to tell the story. And that if we're all seeking after life, the only way to do that I know is to seek after life for all. That's the way that I understand and I believe that God creates us, is to seek after life abundant, and the only way we get that is to seek life for all. I think it feels different this time because everything's different this time. The world's different this time. To responsibly know when to say, be safe or stand up is a constant conflict within me right now. I never shy away from calling to action when I feel like we need a call to action. And we all need to be called to action right now. And maybe we need it in a deeper way than we've ever needed before, because we've paused long enough in the midst of this pandemic to see exactly what this is, to see exactly that this is a sin and a sickness of white supremacy that has to be dismantled. I think that real progress looks like hearts and minds that are changed. I think real progress looks like congregations and communities doing things that they would never have done a year ago or 5 years ago or 10 years ago. These are conversations we need to be having. We need to be on this road together, on this journey of dismantling racism, because this is the way it happens. But to be willing to be a part of that conversation means that we're going to get things wrong. We're going to get embarrassed. We're going to do something that we wish we didn't do, but we need to be in the conversation anyway. It's time to get in the arena and be in conversation with people, because I think that's the only road to finding our way out of what is so deeply rooted inside of us. I think that what we do next is stay charged. we're not just in this to protect ourselves or to gain the favor of someone or to look good in front of somebody. This is different. This is about taking a step forward as a whole community, as humanity together, to be what God calls us to be, and as a beloved community that is truly representative of what God created us to be. We're not imagining this. This is not made up. This is real, and it's a sin, and it's a sickness, and we have to root it out from the very, very depths of what has caused it. And it's deep. And so we have a lot of work to do.